If you love dolls, babies, and fun, then you're in the right place.
Where exactly?
Once Upon a Wish.
Greetings, friends. Welcome back to the channel if you have been here before, or welcome if it is your first time tuning in. You're looking at my beautiful full-bodied silicone baby girl. This is Ada. Ada Grace. Ada is a Romy baby, a Romy Stridome baby. And she is one of only 2 of this sculpt worldwide, to the best of my knowledge. And I feel so incredibly blessed to have this baby here in my home and in my heart. Anyway, there she is, looking super cute. Let me talk about what she is wearing today, first and foremost. So this little set is by the Next brand, and I believe you could call this color pistachio, and I love it on her. I am not sure if she's ever worn this shade of green, and I think it suits her so well. So the top is just plain green, pistachio green, and it has a ruffled collar that goes all the way around. It is in that soft ribbed knit cotton, as are the pants or the bottoms. They have the same green background, and they're covered over in flowers. And the flowers are orange, yellow, white, and there's some blue in there, very little touches of blue, but lots of green leaves and stems. Ada is wearing her little white leather T-strapped Mary Janes with the cutouts on them, and those are by Baby Deer. And finally, Ada is wearing a handmade headband that I created for her to go with this outfit. It's on a white mohair yarn, and it has 3 white pearls on it and 2 little pistachio green stars and 1 orange star. So there she is, my precious little Ada, enjoying her nap this morning in the BB basket. Guys, we made it. We made it to May. You get it? We made it. Guys, I'm so excited. May is my all-time favorite month of the year, hands down. We have Mother's Day. We have my birthday. We have my best friend's birthday. This year, my granddaughter is making her first Holy Communion. Like, I can't even believe it. My little grandson, one of them, is graduating, moving up from preschool to kindergarten, little graduation ceremony. We have some soccer games, dance recitals, t-ball games. I think Memorial Day, right? Memorial Day happens this month. So we have just so many good things up and coming, and we are edging ever more closely to the doll show next month in Greensboro, and I'm stoked, guys. I cannot wait. Those of you who celebrate Cinco de Mayo, right? There's Cinco de Mayo. Just so many things happening in May. It's a really celebratory and fun month. So yeah, I am excited about all of the above, and I just wanted to share this little cutie with you in her little pistachio set here by Next. And I had a request, guys, from our friend Deirdre over at Deirdre's Reborns and Lupus Life. So Deirdre wanted to know if I could make a video showing how I create these little beaded headbands. They're super easy to make, guys, and I will be sharing that with you in this video. Maybe we'll make 1 or 2. I want to just keep it quick for you guys. They don't take long to make at all. And what I love about them is that if you get tired of seeing the beads, you can just pull them off and use the same yarn to make a different one. So I'll be sharing that with you today, and a little mini topic, and yeah, all of the above. So let me quickly just jump into the topic that has been on my mind. Now that the weather is turning and we're all drawn to the great outdoors, those of us that have spring and summer, how do we feel? How are we feeling about getting out there with our dolls? Are we getting more comfortable with that notion? Is it something that you aspire to do and perhaps you haven't done it as of yet? How do you feel about putting your doll in a stroller or in a carrier or in a shopping cart or buggy, as some people call them. How do you feel about doing that in a car seat, what have you? And bringing that baby out of your home. I came across a video about a week or so ago by a creator that I'd never seen before. And this gentleman actually was talking about taking his dolls out and why he doesn't feel comfortable doing so. And I think that we are all of a different mindset. I believe that our comfort level, our individual situations, and everything in between really sort of dictates or guides us on whether or not we choose to take them out. Now for me, you guys know, I have no qualms about bringing a baby outside. I absolutely love to take my babies on a walk. By now you may have already seen Ada in the car seat stroller, out in a store or out in my neighborhood. I really enjoy doing that. And I cannot wait to do that even more during the summer months with some of my friends who also walk their babies. So I really have no problem with it. So you may have seen my video when I took Ada to Michael's recently. If not, I will link it in the description box below. But I chose that particular store because it usually is not crowded. It isn't like Hobby Lobby, which would tend to bring a larger crowd. And I felt like I could get in and out of there pretty much anonymously. Because look, I don't really have a problem with people knowing that I collect these dolls. I don't. But I know that it can be a bit touchy when we bring our dolls out, because it almost feels like it can be seen or misconstrued as that we're being just too much. We're doing too much, right? Now, I don't personally think we are. I think there is nothing wrong with it, but I feel like the general consensus from folks that we don't know, or even from folks that we do know, like I don't really advertise to my family. My husband knows that I take Ada out, but generally speaking, I don't go about advertising that I took her to the park or to a store. I just feel like it could be something that doesn't sit well with other people. Now, if I were to bump into someone that I knew, I probably would I'd either like cover her up and make it seem like I had a real baby in the cart that was sleeping. I definitely would not volunteer like, oh, hey, I'm walking around with my doll. I mean, you just have to know, right? You have to know your players, because, you know, you're going to probably get some like, huh, what's happening here? I mean, that's just how it goes, right? It's the belly of the beast, unfortunately. But it does not stop me. It hasn't really stopped me from actually taking a doll out. And I think that the more I do, the more I will take her out and venture into new places and just gain more confidence. I feel like eventually everyone's going to know. And if someone wants to say something to me, well, go ahead and just say it. I don't care, guys. I am going to be turning 64 this month, and I am at that place in my life where I just want to do what I want to do. And if someone doesn't like it, well, that's their problem, right? That is their problem. It's their prerogative, and it's also their problem. So yeah, that is my little mini topic. I want to know from you guys that are watching, have you ever taken your baby out in a stroller, car seat, carrier, fill in the blank? And if so, where? And if not, why not? I want to know all of those things. If you took your baby out, did you get reactions? Were you out looking for reactions? And is taking your doll out something that someone next to you, someone close to you, your family member, your spouse, your partner, your significant other, is that something you feel like they would support? So let's talk about it in the comments section down below. While you guys are thinking about all that, I'm going to go ahead and get my supplies out and show you how I make these really sweet little headbands, which I love on her. I really, really do. They're different. They're whimsical, and I'm all about that. So we'll go ahead and make a headband on camera today, and you guys can watch how I do it. Guys, we are up in the nursery now, and I want to show you what I use to make the beaded headbands. Now, I always refer to them as the mohair beaded headbands, but I don't really think that this is actual mohair. It has the same feeling and appearance, so that's why I gravitated toward this one, which I found at Michael's. This is by the brand Yarnspirations, Karen. And Latte Cakes, I think, is a series perhaps that they have because they're all different patterns and designs. Some of the latte cakes, I think, have a totally different feel to them. But this is the one that I'm using, and this color is called Plum Fresh. And what I like so much about this is that you have like almost 4 or 5 different colors to choose from. You have this really bright peachy pink color, this off-white color right there, a lighter peachy pink color, a lavender color, and somewhere deep down in here we have some gray. So you have options here with this particular yarn should you choose to use it. I also did see this one advertised on Amazon, but I don't think it was available. You'd have to check. I could probably try to link you to it or to the other colors that they have. But this is the one I've been using and I really love it. So again, color options to suit your every mood and need and design. All right, so that's what you're going to use for your mohair yarn. Next, of course, beads, beads, and beads, right? So I have been making a collection for myself of beads here to use for headbands. I'm particularly fond of these right now, these little opaque multicolored stars. I got this package at Hobby Lobby. I also love these heart beads with the white background and black letters on them. And I believe these were also at Hobby Lobby. Let me see what else I have, guys. So this package and this one I believe came from Amazon. I wanted a variety here of alphabetized beads, and you can see there that we have quite a selection to choose from. So this I believe was on Amazon, as was this, which I got particularly for the pearlized beads because they are great for spacers and for on the ends of your design. All right, so I have these 2 paper clips that I have bent out here, if you can see them. One is plastic coated and one is the silver. Well, let me take them out and show you. You see they're just larger sized paper clips, which you're going to use as a needle to help thread the bead onto the yarn. You're going to use this to push it through, and the reason I have 2 different ones here is because for the smaller openings, the smaller holes in the beads, or even the smaller beads, you're going to want to use this one that is not coated. On the larger ones, you're going to want to use this coated paper clip. I keep wanting to call them staples, paper clip. And I have a whole collection of them, but I just have those 2 out to show you. We're going to be working with those today. And yeah, what I would like to do, since it was Deirdre that requested this little tutorial, I'm going to make a headband for Deirdre in the colors of her country, which is Ireland, because I just made a red, white, and blue one for Ada for Memorial Day / Independence Day, so I thought they were super cute, and I have all the colors here that I need for the Irish flag. So we're gonna make a headband for Dee today, and we're gonna do that together. So that's how it's going to appear on the headband. So choosing your design and your beads would be the next step. And then we want to cut our yarn. And we're always going to want to cut much more yarn than we need so that it is large enough that it doesn't pull or tug at the baby's hair. And you're going to need to trim it a little bit. So I will demonstrate. Bear with me. You will also need to have a scissor. And then I'm sure there is a very dignified way of getting yarn out. Let me just widen the shot here for you guys. There we go. I'm sure there's a much better way of getting this yarn out, but I just pull it out like this in sort of a U. I'm going to work with this off-white today. I think it would look nice against the design of the beads. And I'm just going to pull out here much longer than I'm going to need. I think this should be enough, but I'm going to go ahead and just plait a little bit more. So let's go ahead and get down to it. So you're going to want to work left to right. So you'll be starting with the bead on the far left, and you get to one end of your yarn, and you align the bead sort of beneath the yarn. So you want to find that center and put the yarn right over it, and then you're going to take your paper clip, and sometimes I do it this way on the side, or sometimes I just poke straight through. Oh gosh, can you see me, guys? But if you're lucky, it's gonna grab like in the first couple of pokes. This one, it doesn't seem to want to. So let me just try this one for the sake of argument. Sometimes I go back and forth with them. Yeah, see, this one is grabbing nicely. And you can see, hopefully, that it's going through, and you'll see it poking through the other side. Once you have that there coming out the other side of the bead, you can pull it through. That's it. That's literally as easy as it gets. And then you repeat the process with each of the beads in the order you want them to appear. The end that you're working with will get a bit ratty looking, so you're definitely going to want to trim that when you're all finished. Let's go ahead and do another bead or two, and then I'll speed it up. So we find the opening, we place that over it. Let's try this one and see. You'll find what works best for you with regard to your little paper clip thing. See, it is pushing through, but for some reason, I'm not getting that good grab. So the coating does help to grab the yarn. And once it goes through, once it starts going through, you want to grab from this end and push it in, push it through that little center of the bead. That's perfect. Now you got a nice bit you can grab onto there, and there you go. You don't have to put a knot here at the end of the beads if you don't want to. It's really not going to go anywhere, but if you want to knot it, it's easy enough typically to take the knot out, but I don't, because then if you're not using that headband and you have other beads you want to use for it, you just slide them right off when you're done. So that's how it goes, guys. All right, I think you get it. I'm going to speed it up a little and show you me putting the rest of these on. To the final bead in this design. It's so easy, guys. This took me less than 5 minutes to get these on. So let's see if we can grab this on the first try. Here. Okay. Yeah, it's going. Let's do it this way. It's feeling a little snug. See, this one has a thinner point, so you can get through. There you have it, guys. That is as easy as it gets. And we have plenty of headband here to trim. See that little fuzzy edge there? I'm going to center it on the headband, center the beads there, and then just trim. Don't trim too much, just what you have to. And then you can just move this up. We'll make a nice little loose bow here, and I'll get it shipped out to Deirdre. Deirdre, if you're watching, just email me your address and I'll get this. I think that came out really sweet. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing how I make these, and that's really all there is to it. All right, you guys, well, that is going to do it from Ada and me for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I want to invite you to stay close because we will have lots of fun things up ahead. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel, hit that notification bell, share, and all that good stuff. It is greatly appreciated. As always, guys, thank you for spending some of your time with us. We love you, and we want to wish you all the best. Blessings, happiness, and health. And get out there. Enjoy the sunshine. It's a gift from above. We'll see you next time. Take care.